Devils, get on back to answer more goddamn questions. Got two fucking order questions first. Off to the next goddamn video. First order goddamn question is from Charles Snyder. J-Dog, what are some albums you would like to see pressed that have never been on vinyl? Yeah, oh, well, dude, tons. The thing is, I don't know if, I mean, I've definitely said it publicly, but I don't know if it kind of, I get the vibe it kind of goes over fucking people's heads, like just like a goddamn big old fucking plane. Uh, Not that it's anything you need to drastically tune into, but my favorite releases ever for Hell's to Do, personally, is the CDs that I grew up on, putting them on vinyl that never came out. Funny thing is, if you asked me this question 20 years ago, the answer would have been drastically different. If you asked me fucking 10 years ago, it would have been different from that. And now it's different from what it is now. And actually, it's, I'd actually have to do some thinking, like, what would be my top ones? Because a lot of them are now, the reason the answers changed is because they've been done. And I'm just going to go out on a fucking limb and say it. I think it was because of Hell's Headbangers that a lot of these um, have been done, either by us or we kind of fucking started the path of that. Give you a fucking example. There was a long stretch, and all the 19-year-olds and shit watching this won't even realize this unless they fucking just went back and Googled it. It was when the shit came out. A lot of the fucking classics, dude, were never on vinyl for years after. Fucking, for example, Cannibal Corpse Vile album, that took years to come out on for vinyl. First time it came out on vinyl was Back on Black did it. It was, I don't know, 2008, 2010, something around there. Well over 10 years after it came out. Deicide, Surface Light was never on vinyl. Um, the first, the second, third, and fourth, Immolation, Here and After, Failures for Gods, Close to a World Below. Those, Close to a World Below might have been on, might have been, but definitely Here and After wasn't for years. The first vinyl pressing that came out of it for that was Night of the Vinyl Dead, somewhere around 08, 09 or something. I remember it was a hand numbered out of 500 copies. I have it to this day. It's the first one I bought. So like a lot of those, very many examples like that never existed on vinyl. Look at Mortician. None of their albums, none of them existed on fucking vinyl. How did those happen? Hell's Headbangers did all of them. Now there's a lot of them in the meantime, like that were snagged in between that and other labels there are a lot of fucking do it too. But I think we're the ones that put out the idea to do it. I had this idea way back in 2001, 2002, 2003. That was the prime shit I wanted to do. I remember, again, we were talking about doing the Regurgitation Tales of Necrophilia. Keep in mind, it wasn't even an old fucking release. I was just going by the shit that I loved. That CD came out in 1999. I was talking to 2001, 2002. Let's have Hell's Headbangers. We just started. Let's do this on 12-inch vinyl. That took what fuck? I mean, that came out. Will that come out 2019 or so? You know, it took a good 17, 18 fucking years. There was delays and shit like that, and it just this is the way it fucking went. But look at the second album, Clitoridectomy. If it's not really an album, it's an EP. Still not on vinyl to this day. All that shit was my fucking idea, 100%. Now I'm not saying there's nobody in the fucking background that wasn't thinking this at the same time, and maybe they didn't have a label, or they did and they didn't have the capital to fucking do it. But look at all the Gorgasms aren't officially done. I think they're going to be though. I bumped into one of the guys from Gorgasm. I think it was I forget which guy. Mike from Deeds introduced them to me at Milwaukee, and I emailed Gorgasm a couple years ago for Hell's to Do them on vinyl, and it was maybe 6 months after that. I showed you my guys my pressing. I came from Spain, I think. Somebody did the Stab Wound Intercourse, fantastic fucking EP. Did that on vinyl, but specifically that one and the Bleeding Profusely. I want to do those on vinyl since I had that in mind to do probably 2005, 2006. The Masticates that Dominates. I heard that album much later. I like it, but I don't like it as much as the first two releases. I think there's one even after that, which I didn't even realize it was the guy I was talking to. I forget his fucking name. But I guess he said they're all coming out by another label. And like I said, I do stab wound, dude, because I bought the goddamn thing. Um, what other ones? Well, the layout's finally done or close to done. It's maybe a few touch-ups, but practically done. It's never been on vinyl. Mortal Decay, Sickening Erotic, Phantaz. I can never say that goddamn fucking word. Fanaticism. Um, Fantastic fucking album. Be a double LP. Gatefold cover. Layout is done, and I'm proud to say that it's going to have the original cover art too with the naked chick. I liked the reissue cover. Thought it was really, really cool, but I just for nostalgia reason and the fact that it's never been on vinyl, it's now coming the fuck out. So by the time pressing plants and shit like that, it'll be sometime next year that it's done. But it's definitely coming out. It's done. It's laid out, everything. So it's just press times, and we're still about a good 6 months away to getting to where we need to be on the release schedule because COVID fucked everything up. Why did COVID fuck everything up? Because the plants were quoting year turnaround time. So we had to rush shit in and spread it out on the schedule to where it was just a fucking clusterfuck. So we're still not even completely caught up. 6 months to a year, we should be back to where like 3 months out or so is where we needed to fucking be. Because it's embarrassing as fuck when we tell a a band, yeah, let's put it out. It's like, all right, it's done. It's fuck, come on. All right, yeah, we'll be submitting it in goddamn December. Oh, fuck, that sucks. Yeah, I know, believe me, especially stuff like the Moral Decay. I'm pumped fucking for it. Grew up on that fucking CD. I love that goddamn disc, personally. But as far as ones that are still in the pipeline not to be done, not by Hells, that are not done, I've heard whispers of things happening that you said my favorites. Abhorrence of Evoking the Abominations. Again, another one Hell's, I've inquired about Hell's doing it. I guess Listenable's doing it. That's what I heard. I think it was Gene that told Chase, Gene from Angel Corpse and Perdition Temple, Malefic Throne, goddamn his resume. I think it was he either told me or he told Chase, and Chase told me. I heard whispers that Listenable's doing it. Cool, if they are. Because I definitely want to get it. But that's never been done, so that'd probably be one of my favorites. Black Dawn, Blood for Satan. Again, I want Hell's do it. It got mentioned. Oh, I think that's a fucking Necropolis holding shit up. Want 30 grand, bro? Suck a dick and get fucked. Hell, Dead Shall Dead Remain. Original goddamn recording. Didn't care for the re-recording on that one. Gore Metal, I liked the re-recording. It was definitely nowhere near as good as the fucking original, but I at least liked it. Dead Shall Dead Remain. I didn't like the re-record, but the goddamn original. To be honest with you, if I could only pick one more release from everything that's scheduled out, a reissue for J-Dog, one more, you can only pick one J-Dog, what would it be? It'd probably be that, to be honest with you. I would check up and down the goddamn CD rack collection, make sure I'm not forgetting something that if I can only pick one. But off the top of my goddamn head, I'd probably go with that. But it's so funny talking about that in the early days. I mean, think about it, man. Like a lot of these, dude, all the Hemorrhage albums and shit. I remember those none of the CDs were on album. Took years for those to fucking come out. Um, Look at the goddamn Deeds of Flesh albums. They're just now kind of coming out, trading pieces and shit. So there's another one, Gradually Melted. EP would be another one that I fucking still not coming out. That I want Hell's Dude to score. She like got it. I mean, the ground has a 12-inch picture disc. I have that, but it's not on regular fucking vinyl. Still want Hells to do that. Maddie Wade, what the fuck? If you know Maddie Wade, I've contacted him twice in their email. Mike from Deeds gave me his fucking email. No reply. I mean, tell me to go suck a dick or something. Say something. The dog totally wants to do it. Hit up the goddamn dog. Discord, she lay gutted. Want to do a 12-inch fucking vinyl LP. God damn it. Gatefold cover comes with a goddamn poster, some type of cool ass fucking colored vinyl. Hit me up for details, Maddie. Other ones that, I mean, we're in the works on the From the Depths, talking about fucking shit that I love. Decrepit and From the Depths. I would love to see those come on vinyl. Dude, the Decrepit Hells was supposed to do like 15 years ago. Dwayne, who's kind of a friend of ours, he never gave us materials. I don't know what the fuck happened, and we just kind of like just said, I guess, fuck it, man. I mean, we waited years and years. I guess Tommy did Finding Darkness is supposed to put it out too, but he's telling me that same shit for 7 years, and I think he said the same thing. He's like, oh, Dwayne needs to get me some photo or something. Don't know how long that takes, but whatever. I mean, I'd love to see that come out because I love to see the Acrimonium and the Creation of Sin. I've talked about several times. There's Creation of Sin 7-inch, just like people Mortician, there's the zombie apocalypse house by the cemetery. Yeah, that was just a few tracks on a 7-inch. Like the Creation of Sin, same thing. Their 7-inch is called Creation of Sin. And then there was the demo, and there was a 2-on-1 CD. I want to see that because for years, me growing up, I just had that CD. I thought it was an album, you know, for the first 5 years. So you look at, oh, it's actually two recordings and two things. Oh, okay, cool. Just like in Balmer, there was blood everywhere. Same thing, right? But me and my fucking brain, it was like I just considered it a record, an album, a full length. But if you guys don't know that, that to me is mandatory fucking death metal. It's funny because, dude, the shit like that, like the decrepits and the From the Depths, like, so it's a primary example. Like you have the Seguizio Bogs and the fucking 200 Stab Wounds from Falcon, Ohio, right? Um, and they're blowing up. And I'm kind of happy for the guys. I heard fucking 200 Stab Wounds is playing with Metallica show. Good for them. I mean, I don't dislike the guys or anything against them. Since that's cool. But to me, dude, I mean, give me Decrepit From the Depths all day, every day, fucking 12 times on motherfucking Sunday over that. That shit is fantastic. And I'm not saying that to put the other two guys down. I'm just saying that I thought that shit was that good. And if you younger bucks like that stuff, granted, just full disclosure, Decrepit, and especially From the Depths sounds nothing like that. From the Depths is more of a black metal band. I'm just saying, as far as musical metal greatness, goddammit. Obscure shit, check out. Justin Harvey saying, check that shit out. Like, that's some of my fucking faves. Yeah, granted, I'm a little goddamn biased. It came from, well, I don't go by the fucking shitty ass land. Usually I'm thinking, if I hear the land, I'm like, oh, this is going to suck. I go in there with a stink face. So the land's got nothing to do with it, but a little bit biased in the sense that I grew up on it, right? Hells is supposed to be doing we did the first From the Depths on vinyl. That was the one, Jim Kanye, aka Sadist, rest in peace, sang on. I do love that record, and it's very unique. Like, fuck, nobody sounds like that. But I liked Bereavement and Elysium more, probably just because I heard those first. But when Jim died, we were always he was kind of dragging his feet too, because he wanted to go in on the release. Always the first two we were talking about shit of maybe not 10 years, but close to 10 years about putting the From the Depths out. But he wanted to go 50-50. He wanted half the pressing, us half the pressing, so we're waiting on for money and shit like that for him to go in on it. But when he died, that was kind of like our it's kind of like a passing away gift that Jim's like, hey, we wanted this out too. We were fans of it. Jim really wanted this out. Let's just fucking, because we knew it wasn't gonna be the hottest seller. It's like, but we were huge fans, and I always wanted it. And it's like, I know he wanted that fucking piece of metal, goddamn masterpiece in the fucking world on wax, god damn it. So that was kind of like our, passing away, going away. Like, let's just put this out now. So we put that to the forefront of the line as kind of like a tribute to Jim. So I was glad we did that. But we're supposed to be doing the Bereavement Elysium, and last I heard, the layouts are pretty much done. I didn't have any actually seen them, but I think Chase did. And I think there's something. I think Sword. I think he's mastering one of the audios. But those, I would definitely look forward to fucking those. They've never been on. But dude, there's a laundry list of them. But again, talk about the old days. Fuck, think about it. Incantation Mortal Throne. Seeing the post on the back of the wall. That never existed. Think about that. Death metal masterpiece classic. Never existed on vinyl prior to Hell's Headbangers. Why the fuck wouldn't the big ass Leo, big boy fucking relapse put that out? We've already been over why. Diabolical Conquest. When that first came out on vinyl. Over at Hell's, goddammit. So I'm pretty sure we started that whole goddamn train. You know what I mean? And that train needed to be fucking started, and that train's still not over. There's still some gems out there that definitely need to come the fuck on out. I'd have to sit there and go and think more because, yeah, like I said, a lot of them since now have come out. A lot of my faves. But there's definitely some where it's like, fuck, really. The two hardest, it's seeming like, off the top of my head, is the Impaled Dead Shall Dead Remain and the Black Dawn, just because specifically those are on Acropolis. So that Paul, or whatever the fuck is that? I think his name's Paul. See this, man. I'm not giving you 30 grand, but we can work something fucking out. I mean, that's outlandish. We would just do those titles, probably 500 LPs, 1,000 LPs max. I mean, let's work something out. There's a fucking reason. I would love to see it out. I just want out as a fucking fan. Yeah, we're going to sell them. I'm not going to keep 500 copies, so of course we're going to sell the rest and make a little bit of money. I mean, shit, if we mark them up $5, that's generally what it is. Sell 500, which we won't even sell that because there'll have to be some type of royalties go to the band. So we sell 400, you made $2,000. So that's your profit margin, $2,000. It's jack fucking shit. It's more just for fucking passion. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I want 30 grand. So I'm going to take a $28,000 fucking loss. Yeah, I want it out. I want it for passion. I don't want that goddamn bad. So something within fucking reason. Hey, the goddamn ways. Next goddamn fucking question, order question. Jamie Wilson. Hey, J Dog. I've been watching the channel for over a year and trying to tune in daily. What do you mean try to tune in daily, brah? Just tune in daily. Goddamn it, you got 24 hours. Highly entertaining stuff. That's what I like to hear. Two questions. One, have you ever checked out Arker Croquet? Sure, I'm prepared. Akerco. Arker Coke. I don't. Never heard of him, bro. I can't even pronounce the goddamn thing. No, I never heard of him. And so, what are your thoughts? My thoughts are get a better name. I can't pronounce that shit. For me, the first two albums are excellent. The name sure isn't. Number two, what is your favorite band / album from England and why? Cheers, Jamie. England. Fuck. Uh, First two bands pop in my mind is the most obvious. Is fucking well, three is Venom, Sabat, and Motorhead. I mean, I would say probably Venom. I mean, who am I fucking forgetting? Say this. I mean, but first off, and I'm sure I'm the only fucking dumbass in this world that doesn't fucking know this. That's fine. I fully admit that. What's the difference between England and United Kingdom? If it's United Kingdom, is it automatically England? Correct me on that because somebody got fucking they weren't pissed. They said Ollie would be pissed. The band Desecration, yeah, actually they have a few albums that never been on fucking vinyl. The Inhuman album, I don't think it's ever been on vinyl. Pathway to Deviance, that's on picture disc because I know I have it, but I don't think it's on regular LP. Those would be fucking great. I would love Hell's worked with them. We talked about doing the Gore and Perversion original on vinyl too. It kind of fell through. I'd have to revisit that. Thing is, dude, that's one of the most underrated goddamn death rolls. Again, dude, all these fucking JoJo's buying Frozen Soul and stuff. We had the privilege of, again, Hell's their second album, Murder in Mind, which is, in my opinion, their best record, and that's a death metal fucking 10. And you never hear these fucking poser ass fucking trend followers ever bring that shit up. It's always fucking bring up the obvious. Obituary, Asphyx, Pestilence, and goddamn just the complete obvious fucking shit. Gorguts and just you'll never hear somebody say Desecration. Murder Mind. But even the band in general. I think that's one of the most underrated fucking brutal death metal bands of all motherfucking time. I kind of fell off after Pathway to Devious. I remember there was Gore and Perversion Part 2, and what that I'm talking about re-records. It was the Gore and Perversion, their first album, re-recorded. So they called it Gore and Perversion 2. Same songs, just completely recorded. Sounds drastically different. After that, I remember hearing maybe it was Process of Decay, one of them. I remember for whatever reason when I first heard it, I remember the triggers bothered me so much that I didn't care for them. But going back and listening to them maybe 3 or 4 years after that, they're fucking all pretty goddamn good. I'm like, oh, yeah, this Process Decay, Cemetery Sickness. Now, don't be wrong, none of it's as good as fucking Murder Mind, in my goddamn opinion. My favorites is definitely Murder Mind. It's a coin toss between Pathway to Deviance and Inhuman. Murder Mind's the second album, Inhuman's the third. Fourth album is Pathway. Gore and Perversion's good. That's their debut album, but it is kind of like a little bit of a sloppier, muddier. It's kind of like where some bands got better. For example, like God Dethroned Christ Hunt. I like that fucking album. By the way, going to Metal Threat too. And goddamn is the dog pumped. Hoping to get a goddamn interview with Henry. We'll see. But nonetheless, definitely fucking going. D66 is fucking God Dethroned. 1000% motherfucking going. No questions, ifs, ands, or goddamn buts. Grand Grimoire and Bloody Blasphemy. Easily probably the best fucking black and death metal albums ever. More of a black metal band than a death metal band for fucking Big D whining and crying about the goddamn keyboards. So I guess they're acceptable. Not black metal, huh? Hey, the fuck who? What was I saying about goddamn Desecration? Oh yeah, that like God Throne, for example, Christ Hunt. It's a good album, but that was like their pure death metal. And then they started on Grand Grimoire and Bloody Blasphemy, where they drastically changed. I just thought it was a million times fucking better. Like when you listen to Christ Hunt or Gore and Perversion, you're just kind of like, this is kind of like a B grade 90s death metal where it's like, it's good shit, it's solid, it's the brutal stuff, but it's nothing overly special. You're like, yeah, it's cool. But after that, you're like, fuck. Like I said, Murder Mind, which is my favorite. And Grand Grimoire, being the second album, that's probably my favorite as well. You're just like, this is just fucking all killer, no goddamn fucking filler. But anyway, he's talking about Ali too, because they're from United Kingdom, but somebody said, oh, don't bring up something, don't bring up Wales, or don't say England or something. Like he gets pissed off. Don't get pissed off at me. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the rules over there. I don't know. So what is the difference? That's why I bring up the England UK things. I remember when I brought up Desecration of the Channel once. Somebody brought that up. But yeah, favorite band from all over is, yeah, I'd probably say Venom as a whole, just off the top of my head. But if we're counting again, just UK in general, just popping right in my mind. I'm just telling you, check out that goddamn Desecration. Now, again, make sure it's Desecration from United Kingdom and the albums I mentioned, because you type in Desecration on Metal Archives. I don't know how many are going to pop up. There's the Italian one, etc. I mean, but I bet you any money there's at least 10 of them that are going to fucking pop up. I can only goddamn imagine. I'm sure there's a shitload. I've never heard of these guys. You know what I mean? Like this one, from fucking whatever, some Belarus or some bullshit country you've never fucking heard of, right? So keep that in fucking mind. But if you're a death head, again, dude, fucking Frozen Souls and all this other shit, dude, that doesn't even hold a fucking candle to me as far as Murder Mind. That's why when I hear some of this new shit comes, I'm like, there was kind of like some obscure releases out there. I was like, this was just a million fucking times better. So I'm like, I hear this. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. I'm like, but I'm just going to stick with my fucking golden oldies. That was one I goddamn grew up on and love it to this goddamn day. And super stoked fucking Hells did an LP of it. Put in the comments box if you own a goddamn Desecration Murder in Mind 12-inch LP that Hell's Headbangers did. It was one of our earliest fucking releases. I showed it on camera once. There's only 300 vinyls with gray base with a red splatter. No black, no picture disc. Would have loved to have had a fucking picture disc. It's got different cover arts than the CD release. Much cooler than the goddamn CD release too. But shit, we did that in probably 2003, 4, 5. I can't be any later than 2005, I would think. So 18 to 20 goddamn years ago is when we put that fucking thing out. Put in the comment box if you own one of them. Bangers. I mean, what the fuck you think either, too. Talk about some goddamn fucking UG real goddamn death metal that nobody's fucking bringing up on this goddamn channel. Comments, questions, you know what we're going to do. Put in the comment box. Later, goddamn it.